You know, it's intriguing, ladies and gentlemen, in many respects, because normally you'd expect the MC at a conference of any magnitude whatsoever to have introduced me with a little bit more than my name. Normally they'd tell you I've worked at over 2,500 conferences, that I've spent time in my career working with Bill Gates and Richard Branson for years. But none of that's important, so I asked Mark not to do that for us this afternoon. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm embarrassed by what I've done in the past, but I do believe that more than anything else, it's absolutely irrelevant. Those may have been the things that brought me to stage, but looking into our own pasts, my own included, is totally irrelevant as we start to move into the road ahead. However we plan, however we chart to develop business and start thinking about growing and developing our businesses, anything that we've done in the past will not work if we replicate it into the future. I'd be embarrassed to show you the stuff that I did way back then and try to fit it in today's world, because if we make the mistake, as many of us do, of repeating the same old, what we've got to realize is that the world has moved on. It will leave us doing the same old thing, stuck into routine, moaning about traffic because we do the same things every single day, leaving our home to turn right or left out of the driveway at the regular time of day that we do it, stuck in traffic on the way to work and moaning about traffic. There is no point in moaning about traffic if you are traffic. It leads us to gridlock and stalemate, not just on the roads, but also in terms of what it is that we do. We need to look forward, ladies and gentlemen. We need to find a new way to work. And what holds us back, sadly, is our own human worst enemy. We brought it with us. It's the human brain. You see, what we've been readied for over the last 2.5 centuries is industrial age thinking. The industrial era has been with us since 1760. Look, it ended in the 1970s and 80s, but most of us are still geared to the world of work on outdated, irrational patterns. We need to focus on new things. We need to find brand new ways to work. In a world that's moved massively from an old, outdated capital and labor market into a new one of skills and knowledge. It's no longer about command and control as it used to be in the industrial era. Today it's more about decentralization, about networks as opposed to bureaucracy and hierarchy, about alliances, about the way that we partner rather than the rigid system of internal controls born out of the industrial era. It's really more about a digital rather than mechanical world that is highly customized and not the old standardized variation. We need to realize in this new era right now, what we need to uncover is our own uniqueness. As much as Neil Armstrong's footprint on the surface of the moon from July '69 was unique, we too need to find new routes to market, new ways of doing things, planning a journey differently, making the right bets on the future, demystifying the complexity and rigidity of the industrial age. For too long, we've allowed tradition to win. And what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is dispense with the old traditions once and for all. It really is today about finding a new way to work, uncovering the essence of modern business, of retraining our own human brain. That's what my new keynote materials are all about. Woven into your business identity, to your conference theme, taking the right golden thread and making sure that your conference audience is not only immersed in the content, understands the content, but more importantly, starts thinking of a new way to work. I look forward to sharing that with you and your audiences at your next conference. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you.